gonna introduce you about the process of photosynthesis. Before that, we're gonna introduce ourselves. My name is Alfat Muhammad Malik.
My name is Muhammad Rizky Ramdhani.
My name is Jafar Febrianto.
My name is Safira Saleh. My name is Divya Sherugaro.
Inside our Earth, there is a vital natural process essential for the survival of living beings, photosynthesis in plants. Photosynthesis begins at the base of the plant, namely the roots. The roots absorb water from the soil through xylem vessels and carry it upward through the stem and into the leaves. The leaves are a crucial part of the plant where photosynthesis takes place, producing glucose and oxygen.
The leaf consists of the leaf blade or lamina, which is flat, and the petiole that attach the leaf to the stem supporting the blade. Not all plants have petioles, such as grass. The leaf blade is typically flat with a bored surface, enabling it to capture sunlight efficiently. Within the leaf, there are several layers: the upper epidermis, mesophyll tissue, and lower epidermis.
The upper epidermis functions to protect the inner parts of the leaf. The mesophyll tissue is divided into two parts, the pale-sap tissue and the sponge tissue. The pale-sap tissue contains many cylindrical cells packed with chloroplasts arranged closely together. The sponge tissue, on the other hand, has a loose arrangement of cells and contains vascular bundles located within the leaf veins. These vascular bundles serve as transportation channels and also provide structural support to the leaf. Within the vascular bundles, the xylem carries water and nutrition, while the palm transports the product of photosynthesis from the leaves to other parts of the plant.
At the very bottom layer of the epidermis lies the stomata. A stomata is surrounded by two guard cells that regulate its opening and closing. Carbon dioxide from the surround and in absorbed through the stomata, entering the sponge tissue. The molecules of water and carbon dioxide are then transported to the palisade cell and absorbed into the chloroplasts. Chloroplasts, which have double membranes, contain skeletal thylakoid from Garana. Thylakoid membranes house chlorophyll, which absorb light particles violet, red, and blue light and change the color armor of rays. For photosynthesis, green light is not absorbed but reflected gives in green color.
Photosynthesis involves light-dependent and light-independent reaction. The light-dependent reaction occurs in our ground, using sunlight to produce O2, ATP, and NADPH. Meanwhile, the light-independent reaction takes place in storm, utilizing ATP and NADPH from the light-independent reaction. The outcome of the light-independent reaction is food in the form of glucose and oxygen. Glucose is transported through the phloem toward parts of the plant for nourishment and growth, while oxygen is released into the environment through the stomach.
Oxygen is crucial for the survival of living beings, as it supports respiration and purifies the air, making it cleaner and fresher. Therefore, let us protect plants by taking care of them and avoiding indiscriminate deforestation to sustain life on Earth.
Okay, thank you.